Hello and welcome to yet another edition of Yes 101's Visual Radio. For the Newsfirst team, I am Jarabdeen.
And I am Kenza Farooq. Let's take a look at your headlines.
Newsfirst headline.
Starting off with your local news, authorities investigate nicotine distribution to minors. Sri Lanka inflation rises to 6.5% in January. Dubai captures 13 Sri Lankan fugitives. In your international news, Neuralink's first human patient able to control mouse through thinking, says Musk. Finally, in your sports, much better if he did another job. Hasranga slams umpire over non-no ball call.
And now bringing you your news in detail. In local news, during an ongoing operation focused on Mawatagama town, authorities apprehended 2 individuals suspected of distributing nicotine to minors. Now, the operation uncovered the illegal activity after 2 children from a local school were found in possession of 5 electric cigarette smoke bottles containing foreign-produced nicotine. The bottles, resembling perfume containers, conceal the controlled substance, raising concerns about potential targeting of minors. Now, upon questioning the children, authorities identified and arrested the 2 individuals suspected of providing them with the nicotine, and the apprehended individuals are scheduled to be presented before Pilassa Magistrate Court today. Kenza, I believe you have more news from home?
Yes, moving on to more local news. Inflation in Sri Lanka climbed to 6.5% in January 2024. This represents a significant jump from December 2023's 4.2%, according to data released by the Department of Census and Statistics. The Department of Census and Statistics reported that food inflation reached 4.1% in January, compared to 1.6% the previous month.
Now, moving on to more news as well from home, Dubai law enforcement authorities have apprehended 13 individuals wanted by Sri Lankan agencies. Now, Acting Inspector General of Police Deshabandhu Thenakun confirmed the arrest and stated that further investigations will be conducted jointly with Interpol regarding these individuals. Now, Thenakun also announced the establishment of a dedicated team from the Criminal Investigation Department for the ongoing investigation. And with that, now we move on to your international news, and Kenza will come to you in detail with that.
International news.
Now, Juad, as we all know, AI is something that's very trending these days. Among us on the internet and so many other places. Now, something really interesting, something that's caught the world's eye, is that the first human patient implanted with a brain chip from Neuralink appears to have fully recovered and is able to control a computer mouse. Using their thoughts, the startup's founder Elon Musk said late on Monday. Musk said in a Spaces event on social media platform X, quote, "Progress is good and the patient seems to have made a full recovery with no ill effects that we are aware of. Patient is able to move a mouse around the screen by just thinking," end quote. Musk said Neuralink was now trying to get as many mouse button clicks as possible from the patient. Neuralink did not immediately reply to Reuters' request for further details. The firm successfully implanted a chip on its first human patient last month after receiving approval for human trial recruitment in September. The study uses a robot to surgically place a brain-computer interface implant in a region of the brain that controls the intention to move. Neuralink has said, adding that the initial goal is to enable people to control a computer cursor or keyboard using their thoughts.
Sports news.
And with that, we move on to your update on sports. And just yesterday, Sri Lanka unfortunately lost their third T20 match against Afghanistan, but we did manage to win the series 2-1. Now, despite this win, there has been a bit of headlines coming here from that end as well. Now, the Sri Lankan T20 captain Wanidhu Hasaranga has said outright that umpire Lyndon Hannibal should find another job after Hannibal had deemed a high full toss as a legal delivery during a tense final over in the third T20 against Afghanistan in Dambulla. Now, we did also see Kamida Mendes, who was batting at that time, did come a bit forward from his crease, but Hasaranga's scathing comments came after Hannibal, the square leg umpire, did not call a no ball when Wafadar Mohamed delivery passed batter Kamida Mendes well above waist height without pitching. Now, Kamida had shuffled down the pitch, but the delivery nevertheless would have likely arrived higher than his waist had he been standing upright at the popping crease. So a bit of controversy there. Now, this would constitute a no ball as per the ICC's playing conditions.
Definitely.
But still Hasaranga was extraordinarily critical, though he did not refer to Hannibal by name. So a bit of controversy. We've got interesting news all around. We've got the Sri Lankan T20 captain calling out an umpire. We've got the Dubai police apprehending 13 suspects. Dubai law enforcement authorities apprehending 13 individuals by Sri Lanka.
And also more news on AI. You can't even imagine that your brain can literally control things by just thinking. You can control your computer by just thinking. Let's all just take a moment to realize how fast the world is moving. And that's it. We end Yes 101 We Show Radio for this afternoon. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Kenza Farooq.
I'm Jad Abdin. Thank you.
You.